Back again with another WWE Superstar tier list ranking. This one is going to be fun. 10 male, 10 women superstars are just random combined in this tier list ranking, so I'm going to rank them based off what the rankings are. Before we start, as always, please make sure to subscribe, like, comment below, turn on the notifications to be updated for all pro wrestling content right here on this platform, on this channel, and to be updated when we go live every Sunday, 5 p.m. for the No Name Wrestling Podcast, also right here on this platform, man. We allow the viewers to come in and engage with us sometimes. For the people who subscribe, the people who watch and support the content, we allow people to come on and debate with us, chat with us about wrestling from time to time, weekly. So, I mean, sometimes we do allow the fans to come on, so if you like the engagement, man, this is the platform to look out for. Now, let's dive into this tier list ranking. Some of y'all may agree, some of y'all may disagree, and that's totally fine. We can have our own personal opinions. Remember that. We can have our own personal opinions. So, these are the superstars that are a part of this tier list ranking. In the categories, we have legend, great, good, and trash. So we're going to start off with the Maverick, Logan Paul, a very controversial social media figure. Logan Paul is like one of those most beloved, one of the most hated people on the planet right now. Has been for a while, but nobody can really deny his in-ring talent, man. Like, who would have thought Logan Paul would have turned out to be as great as he was as WWE? I mean, he's done stuff that I've never seen and done things that nobody could ever even expect that he was able to do in the ring, bro. His athleticism is crazy, man. Like, his athleticism is really, really honestly shocking, bro. So, I gotta be honest, Logan Paul, he's great, man. He's great, bro. Like, whether some people want to admit it or not, he's very good in the ring. He can cut promos. He has a star power aura to him because of his name value. He's got the it factor, bro. I'm sorry. He has the it factor, man. Some people may not want to admit it, but I gotta keep it real, bro. I gotta keep it a stack of New Day pancakes, bro. Like, he has the it factor, bro. He has the it factor, man. Logan Paul might be destined to be a world champion in the future for WWE. I'm not gonna lie to you. That may be a hot take for some people, but it is what it is, man. Logan Paul is great. Rhea Ripley, at this stage, for women, she is a legend. She's gonna be a Hall of Famer. She's one of the longest reigning women's champions ever, and her popularity continues to rise because she's literally the most popular women's superstar on the WWE's roster right now, and she really hasn't even reached the peak of her career. She's only in her late 20s. Like, the future is going to be so bright for her. She's going to accomplish so much more in the future. So for women's wrestling, she's a legend. She's a pioneer, and she's been one of the few people that's been able to stand out on the roster and succeed other than the four horsewomen, because for years it was either Charlotte, it was Becky, it was Bayley, it was Sasha, or the ones who were getting the championship pushes and the big WrestleMania spots and stuff like that. But Rhea Ripley has been one of the very few who's been able to stand out and, don't want to say excel over the four horsewomen, but she's been able to, have her own identity and do her own thing without, being attached to the four horsewomen and stuff like that. So she's been killing it, man. Like I said, she hasn't even reached the peak of her career yet. I think she's definitely a legend when it comes to women's wrestling. Solo Sikoa, man. This guy has had 3 transitions of his career so far in WWE. NXT, he was the Street Fighter. He comes up to the main roster. He has to turn to the Enforcer, where he had to stop cutting promos, had to be more serious because that's what the Bloodline needed at that time frame. And then he steps out of that, and now he's trying to become the Tribal Chief. He's cutting more promos. He's created his own new Bloodline, has a different swag and aura to him. He's pretty much a copy and paste of what Roman Reigns was, but he's doing it so well where it's becoming so annoying that so many people hate it, man. Solo, man. Man, where do I want to put Solo, man? Who do I want to put Solo? Because I do think so. Honestly, I think Solo's great. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Solo gets a little bit too much hate, man. I think he's played every character role that he's had to play to a T. I think he's done his roles so well. And Solo's another guy who hasn't even reached his peak yet, bro. Like, there's gonna be so much more great things for him to accomplish, but I honestly think Solo Sikoa is undervalued because some people say he has no aura or that he can't wrestle, which none of that is true. That's BS if you ask me. I highly disagree with that, man. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but to me, Solo has been able to stand out so much, and he was one of the main keys that was making us want Roman Reigns to come back so much more, because he was doing everything like Roman. You're like, bro, Roman, please come back and put an end to this, bro. Like, he did a really good job of making us want Roman to come back so I have to say Solo is great, man. I mean, some people may disagree with that, but you know what? I'm sticking with it, man. I'm sticking with it. Bianca Belair, also legend, man. She's definitely also somebody else who's been able to stand out other than the 4 Horsewomen and the women's division. She's definitely also a pioneer at this stage. Longest reigning women's champion in WWE history. She's done everything at the high level. Bianca Belair has nothing but the it factor, man. She's a superstar. She's a megastar, if you ask me. She has megastar written all over her. Bianca Belair all around is great, man. She is great. Let's see. Xavier Woods, bro. Xavier Woods. Ooh, where do we want to put Woods at, man? Is Woods... I mean, the New Day is a Hall of Fame tag team, just so I say that. Or Hall of Fame faction, tag team faction, whatever you want to call them. The New Day is legendary. Xavier Woods will be in the Hall of Fame someday because of the New Day. Without the New Day, I mean, he's good in the ring. His promos are okay. I wouldn't say he has like a crazy aura to him. Granted, he never was a part of the storyline, like a Bloodline storyline, so the Bloodline storyline definitely helps Solo's case. Logan Paul obviously just has a bigger name value, but I'm going to say Xavier is in the good category, man, and that may be a hot take for some people, because I do feel like a lot of people definitely disrespect Solo, if you ask me. But you know what? I'm high on the Bloodline, so maybe that's just a little bias right there. I don't know, but I definitely think Solo is definitely doing his own thing. Xavier Woods is good as well, but I definitely think Solo has done better things than Xavier outside of tag team stuff. Xavier is better in the ring, for sure. Logan Paul is kind of right up there with Xavier in the ring, if you ask me. In ring wise, Xavier is phenomenal, but you know, when he won that King of the Ring, they pretty much destroyed that. He's the 3rd best member of the New Day, in my opinion. I think Big E and Kofi are above him, but you know what? Xavier Woods is good in his own right, man. He's definitely good. I'm gonna say he's good, man. I'm gonna say he's good. Kiana James, I'm gonna say she's also good. I don't want to put her in the trash category because I don't want to be too disrespectful, but she's average, in my opinion. She's average. If there was an average category, I would put her in average. Her promos are okay. In-ring is solid, but she doesn't have a presentation as of right now because she's not being featured too much on the main roster. When she was in NXT, she was featured a lot, and she was doing her thing, and she was cool, but I always felt like she was kind of average to me, like trying to break the ceiling of the good, but she was kind of like neutral, if you ask me. I don't think she's trash, though. She doesn't suck. I mean, she's not terrible, so she definitely is good enough to be in the good category, and I think, honestly, the future could be bright for her. If she just is able to get on TV and they have something for her, I definitely think she'll be able to sink her teeth into it and hopefully make it work out for her, because it's all about opportunity. Right now, she doesn't have the opportunity to really showcase what she could do on the main roster because she's not on TV, so maybe that day will come for her. Gunther, I gotta be honest, he's legendary at this point, bro. Gunther, he's legend at this point, bro. He's legend at this point. I mean, longest reigning NXT UK champion, 870 days. Longest reigning Intercontinental champion of all time, 666 days. And he's the greatest Intercontinental champion of all time, if you ask me. And now he's the World Heavyweight champion, bro. And he's probably going to hold that bitch for a minute. Let's be honest. He's going to hold that bitch for a minute, bro. Like, Gunther, every time he's been a champion, he's held it for like 2 years, bro. So, he's destined for greatness, man. I mean, Gunther is a legend. I mean, just based off what he's done so far, not to mention King of the Ring winner too, so the accomplishments that he's had so far in his career in a 5-year span has been sensational. He's only been in WWE since 2019, and he's already broke the record of the IC title reign, become the greatest IC champion ever, longest reigning NXT UK champion, King of the Ring winner, and now he's the World Heavyweight champion, bro, and he's going to accomplish so much more. Gunther is a legend, man. He's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Honestly, he might be Hall of Famer right now. If he retired right now, he can go in the Hall of Fame right now, bro. So Ruka, man. So Ruka, I think so. Ooh, man. I think So Ruka is great, bro. I think she's great, bro. I think So Ruka is great, man. I think she has the it factor written all over her, bro. Her in-ring ability and athleticism is crazy. Her promos could use some work for sure, but I love her presentation. I love her gimmick. I love her swag. I love everything about Soruka, man. I definitely think she's great. She hasn't won any championships yet, but honestly, when it comes to the women's division, there aren't too many people that are more athletic than her. There aren't too many people, honestly, that are better than the ring than her, if you ask me. I think she's miles better than a lot of people in ring-wise. Promo-wise, like I said, she can always get better at her promos, but I do definitely think there are people that are in the company that she's honestly better at when it comes to a lot of things, bro. She just, hasn't been able to break certain glass ceilings yet, but she's so young, like she hasn't even reached her potential yet, bro. She's great if you ask me. I definitely think she's on that level. Karrion Kross, man. No, I'm not gonna put him in trash. Karrion Kross just was failed by creative. If you go back and look at Karrion Kross in NXT, bro, his aura was crazy. The entrance was insane. He had a crazy aura and dominance to him. It's just his main roster booking has failed him, bro. When it was Vince, they put him in that stupid helmet that looked like a gladiator. And then when he brought back, by Triple H, when they brought him back, they haven't done much with him either, bro. Like, he barely gets reactions on television, bro. Like, Karrion Kross is average in ring. I think his promos are his best strong suit. I think his character work is also his best strong suit. In ring wise, he's okay, but there's not an average category, so I'm gonna put him in good, man. I'm gonna put him in good, bro. Like, I think he's good. You know what? Can we create? I'm gonna do this on the fly, bro. Can I create? Let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can do this, bro. Hold up now. I gotta fix this. I done messed this all up, bro. Oh my gosh, it's turning out bad. We're gonna take a little commercial break, right?
They saying I drove a getaway car, but I cannot see. I'm legally blind.
Bitch, I hope you got the money to cover this little vacation you've been taking.
And we are back. I messed some things up, but you know what? I added a row. As you can see, we have decent. So I added a row myself. And yeah, we're going to change this up. So decent is going to be Kiana James and Karrion Kross, because Xavier Woods is better than both of them. I felt I was getting a little bit too disrespectful with that. So I had to create another row. So we now have a decent category here, man. So after that brief commercial break, I guess you could say, that brief, little downtime we had right there. Let's move on. Sonya Deville. She's decent. She's decent. In-ring wise, she's solid. Her promos aren't bad either. She just doesn't have a presentation that screams top tier, if you ask me. So I'm gonna put her at decent. Trick Williams is good. His promos are great, man. He's very good at promos. In-ring wise, he can go in-ring as well, but his strong suit is definitely promos and character work. He has charisma. He has connection with the audience. With that Trick, man, Booker T has also helped make him a star with that chant as well. So I'm going to put... You know what? Let me change some of these around. I'm going to put Soruka down here as well. I'm going to put Soruka in good. So we're changing some stuff, because now I feel like I'm changing my opinions as I'm looking at it. I'm going to stick with this, man. Soruka is good. She's going to reach the great potential. I definitely think she's great in ring, but everything else, she doesn't have that everything other total package to put her in that great category. So we changing this on the fly. I'm changing this on the fly. Xavier Woods, I still think is good. Trick Williams is good. Chelsea Green, ooh, I want to put her in great, but she's great character work, man. Great character work, and she's good in the ring. She just needs a better opportunity to help uplift her in this great category, if you ask me. I feel like she definitely could be a women's champion on the roster. She got great reactions at Money in the Bank too, man. So her popularity could still be there. If they use her more, she could become one of the most popular superstars on that roster, because the fans love Chelsea Green, man. Like, her character work is great. Promos grew, very good. I wouldn't say her promos are great, but her promos are very good for her character. And her in-ring style is good too, man. She can put on good matches too. So CM Punk, legend for sure. I don't even need to explain why. CM Punk is a game changer, man. Jade Cargill, I think is good, man. Some people may disagree, but I think she's good. Her in-ring ability, still could use some improvement. I think her promos aren't bad. She's good at promos. I think she has a crazy presentation because her look and her style. So I definitely think she's going to stand out and be a big star for a future, man. I definitely think she's going to be a big star for the future, bro. Like, they obviously paired up with Bianca Belair because I think Bianca is there to help Jade become a main event star, which I definitely think will happen whenever they turn on each other. Whoever turns on who, I don't know, but I guess we'll see when that happens. Sami Zayn is great, man. Sami Zayn is great. In-ring wise, phenomenal. Great at promos. I don't know if I put him in the legendary stats because he hasn't been a world champion yet. And, you know, I definitely think Sami Zayn could be long overdue for a world championship run on the roster. Maybe it'll happen in the future eventually. I don't know for sure, but Sami Zayn is great, man. He's definitely great for sure. Roxanne Perez, I gotta be honest, she's great already. She's great already, bro. She's carrying the women's division right now in NXT, doing her part. I can't say she's carrying the women's division because the women's division in NXT is like on steroids. They do have a lot of great women in that division. Lash Legend, Dakara Jackson, Jada Parker, Lola Vice, Kalani Jordan, Soruka, Wendy Chu, Tatum Paxley. They got Delta and Stephanie coming. They got Julia coming as well. So I'm not going to say she's carrying, but she's definitely the face of the division. She's at the top of the division. She has great matches. She can cut promos. She knows her character. Like, Roxanne is great, bro. And she's only in her early 20s. The sky is the limit for that girl, bro. Like, she's gonna reach even bigger stats yet. I talked about some people in the legendary stats, like Bianca and Rhea, who haven't even reached their full potential yet. Maybe Bianca, you could say, has reached her potential fully, but Roxanne hasn't even reached her peak yet. Not even close. Not even close to reaching her peak yet, bro. Just imagine what Roxanne's gonna be like 10 years from now. 10 years from now, she'll be in her early 30s. So let's say 15 years from now, bro. Roxanne's gonna be incredible, man. She's already great, if you ask me. She's shown that she's built for this. Cody Rhodes is now a legend. Let's be honest. He's a legend at this point, bro. What he's been able to do since leaving WWE, going to the Indies, changing the game, and pretty much, you know, building himself up as the American Nightmare to pretty much show everybody that he was bigger than Stardust, that he was bigger than a mid-card guy, that he could be a main event guy if he was given the right opportunity. Not only that, he helped start another major wrestling promotion in America, bro, to give opportunities and to help kind of rival WWE, to give other people an alternative. He was a part of that. And then comes back to WWE. He's one of the most top over babyface. He is the most over babyface in WWE right now. I know Roman Reigns just came back, but Cody Rhodes right now is at the top, bro. He's at the top, man. I mean, he's the true ultimate babyface they have been waiting for since John Cena. They really wanted it to be the big dog, Roman Reigns, but the fans rejected it. That failed profusely. Cody Rhodes is like the ultimate superhero guy they've been waiting for. He ended the streak of Roman Reigns at WrestleMania to become champion. He's a multiple-time WrestleMania main event guy now. First person to win back-to-back Royal Rumbles since Stone Cold did it 26 years ago, bro. Cody Rhodes is a legend, bro. He's arrived, and he's only going to continue to accomplish more in the future, too, to solidify his stats even further. Zelina Vega. I think Zelina Vega's good. I think she's a little bit underrated, man. I think she's good at promos. That's her strong suit. Her in-ring ability is solid. It's cool. She obviously isn't going to be pushed as a main event star as some other people, but everybody has different roles in WWE. Not everybody's going to be placed in a top role. Not everybody's going to be placed in this role. She fits her role perfectly. I definitely think she is good. Could she get a better opportunity? Maybe so. You could argue that for some people as well, but I definitely think Zelina Vega is definitely somebody that has been putting in the work this year too, man. I definitely think she's somebody who's been standing out on her own because she's been killing it, what she's been doing. So I got to give Zelina Vega her flowers, man. Kofi Kingston. I mean, Kofi is a legend. Tag team legend. Well, WWE champion. Let me see here. Yeah. I'm going to say Kofi's a legend, bro. He's a WWE legend. He's a WWE legend. I mean, WWE champion had one of the biggest WrestleMania moments of all time in Kofi Mania. You know, US champion, IC champion, multiple time tag team champion, a part of one of the greatest teams of all time / factions, the New Day. Kofi, honestly, I'm going to say he's a legend, bro. I'm going to say he's a legend. If he hadn't had that WWE championship run, he'd probably be in great, but I feel like Kofi is good enough to be in the legendary stats as far as a WWE legend. WWE wise, I think he's a WWE legend. And Liv Morgan, I gotta be honest, she belongs in the great category now. If this was a couple months ago, she would be right here in the good category. But she's in the great category because ever since she's become the world champion, her character work has evolved. She's one of the most interesting aspects of the Monday Night Raw show. She's at the top of the women's division right now, bro. Like, Liv Morgan has truly shown her full potential. And some of her fans were gassing her up a little bit too much, for the last few years, saying that she belongs in the main event or saying that she's on the same level as a Bianca or a Charlotte Flair. I heard it all. That was just cap, if you ask me. She wasn't on that level at that time frame. Her aura wasn't there. Her presentation wasn't there. Nothing about her screamed that she even belonged on that level at that time frame. But now in 2024, as we speak, August 2024 to be exact, Liv Morgan has arrived to be in the great category, if you ask me, man. I enjoy everything she does. Her in-ring work could still use some improvement, and her finishing move, the Oblivion, I don't know, man. I feel like she could have a better finishing move, but I don't think her promos are bad, as some people make it out to be. I think her promos deliver for what it needs to be. Her character work has gotten so much better. She is one of the most interesting parts of the Monday Night Raw show, man. You can't deny it, man. So I'm going to put Liv Morgan in the great category. I definitely think she's great, man. Like I said, a couple months ago, I wouldn't have put her there, but she deserves all the flowers now, man. She deserves the respect, and she deserves her flowers. She's put in the work, and WWE has done her right now with her booking as far as her presentation, because her first championship run back in 2022 was just done all wrong, especially putting her with Ronda Rousey at that time frame. It just was a bad look for her, man. It didn't turn out good for her at all, and then she was thrown back into the tag team division. Like, it just all around didn't turn out good for her, but now she's cooking now, man. She's cooking now. I gotta give her respect. So this is my ranking, man. Honestly, I made some tweaks. I added another category which needed to be added, because some of those people I felt like just didn't belong in the good category. Some of those were just decent. I don't put anybody in the trash category because I don't think anybody is trash, man. I honestly don't. I don't think anybody belongs in the trash category because none of these people suck fully. None of these people suck. Some of them may have lesser flaws than other, but none of them suck to the full where they have like zero flaws in their game. So I can't put them in the trash category. So some of these may be a hot take for some people. Some people may disagree with some of these, but you know what? I like the rankings that I have, man. I like the rankings that I have. I definitely think the Solo Sikoa one is going to be the most controversial one, which I'm ready to hear the feedback for that one, so I'm going to be on the lookout for that feedback. But I think the rankings are good, man. That's just me. I think the legends who are WWE, just strictly WWE, man, just strictly WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, all those people I think are WWE legends. Everybody in the great category I feel like belongs there. In the good category and the decent category, I think they all belong where they are. So that's just me. That's just me. Some of y'all may disagree. Some of y'all may agree. Let me know in the comment section, man.